It's time for our next episode of the Salty Serenade section. These are comments that have been held for review or deleted by me because these men are testerical or emotional or throwing tantrums in my comment section because they have big feelings about something I posted. So I made a nightmare dating profiles video today, and Mohammed took exception. He was wondering, why am I judging these men? All the women in the comment section talking about these men, you guys look like they're matched anyway. So he's upset because he said the audacity of this 1 out of 10 black woman to judge these men is off the Richter scale. So he's calling me a 1. So he's upset. And the thing is, I'm kind of okay with that. I'm pretty okay with that. They can call me a 1. They can call me a -1. It won't make it true, but still, they can call me whatever. So obviously, this man is blocked. He's a little upset, a little testerical. This man was going on and on and on over on TikTok. And one of his comments was talking about how a woman needs to have a man. A woman needs to have babies. It's a biological need. I'm like, that is not a need. A need is something that you need to stay alive, like water and food. And then he says, is the right to bodily autonomy and the right to consent a need? And I'm like, oh yeah, this dude gotta go, because they really don't think that women should have rights or be able to pick and choose if they want to have kids. They really think that we are here to serve them. So this man got blocked as well. About a month ago, I made this post talking about how I like music from the 90s. It had different kind of lyrics. And this man, Romel, he weighed in saying, the patriarch warriors versus the matriarchs of the West. He says, whatever, boys. Let's let the ladies of the night have their fun. We out. Let this burn and make sure we stay in the Wild Wild West Mad Max type of vibe, you know. As for you matriarchs, her story keep repeating. We ain't fixing it. Get your robots. This planet has been through this for so long that we forgot that we are exactly doing what we was doing, fighting each other, man versus woman, while using our electronic low frequency machines. I don't know what this ramble is about. It was definitely not about the post, so this person gets blocked. This was on a post about deadbeats, and Moody had some things to say because this is just the first screenshot. Moody put all these emojis in there. Good luck finding dudes who want to systematically be placed in child support court. Do not get these women pregnant. You're looking at an 85% fail rate, and the Title 40 courts in this country have absolutely no respect for a man. We can be in an economic recession, a plague, and they still will garnish our paychecks, even if our children are all grown adults. They gave my baby mama $40K in unemployment during COVID and stimulus payments, grand total of about $50K. They took both of my $1,200 stimulus checks and gave them to her. I'm allowed to suffer and starve to death because I owe a vindictive broad who blatantly took my children away. F your failed, broken solutions. This is the welfare scam, fellas. Government will pay these whack broads to take your children away. I know for an effing fact, my children didn't even need to be on welfare. My baby mama chose to put them on welfare, and she took them away from me because I didn't want them on welfare. Child support laws are garbage. I hope all the worst things in life happen to these self-made single moms, trash broads, feminist trash ideology. Do not get these American women pregnant. Trust me, save your own lives. That's a lot of words, but I do agree. No more babies. Let the birth rate plummet to hell, even if it's random and a mantrum, like whatever this is. I don't even know which post said Clyde Coffee off, but he said laughing my butt off. These B words are weird. You'll know how women are always talking about inequality in the unpaid labor within the home. Well, the last Etherborn says, when she asks you to take out the garbage, fix the toilet, aerate the garden, change the oil on the cars, fix the sink, hang the pictures, set the drain pipe, change the tires, sink the septic, dig the well, feed the animals, discipline the kids. This mentality is effing dumb. If you don't want to help out, kick rocks. Neither of you deserves. How often? I mean, you got to take out the garbage often, but are you really aerating a garden all the time? Who has? I don't have a garden. I haven't had a garden ever. Hanging pictures, is that something that is a daily thing, like washing the dishes? Is it something like a weekly thing? Feed the animals, discipline the kids. We're all disciplining kids if you live with kids. These people are crazy. I haven't seen set the drain pipe when they're talking about things like what does that even mean? These people are really grasping for straws. I'm surprised he didn't say something about the oil rig. So about a month ago, I made this post from a man's perspective where he's like, I understand why y'all are decentering men. I date men. I understand. And so this person, JW Passant or something, he says, these are men raised by women, absent fathers. It's the choices these women make. So we're to blame for men's decisions, and that's the reason why women are decentering men. I don't know what this means, but obviously he's blaming women for men's decisions. So y'all remember this woman that was graced by God to have this man who is a cheater? Well, this man, Sand 2025, says, maybe try to be attractive for your husband, 250 pounds, wondering why the eye wanders. About a week ago, I made this post why women are choosing independence over relationships, and all these women are chiming in why they do not want to be in a relationship. And this person says, holy moly, that's it. What about accountability for yourselves? BS. So they still use the word accountability all willy-nilly. Don, a man, says, I'll chime in. It's because women are stuck between wanting traditional masculine men, protect and provide, but they want to be modern feminist, non-traditional. Can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't be a boss B word and expect a true man. The 20% will probably live happier. They stay using these stale talking points. And how are men talking for why women are opting out? So strange. Oringo, on that same post about why women are choosing to opt out, says, next stop, political power. We men have our thumbs on you, especially my Republicans who do nothing for you. So he knows Republicans do nothing for women. I wish women would know that Republicans do nothing for women. All right, so this dude named Jamil, he be rage watching my videos. This post was called Make These Dudes Lonelier. He said, ma'am, just admit it. You want this issue to keep up because without it, you would not have this channel in your public. You are making cash and followers at the suffering of others, men and women. You don't care for any progress, only your ego. The thing is, I think that we're seeing progress. I think that we're opening up women's eyes. These men do not want women's eyes opened. They don't. Because if our eyes are too open, we will see when things are, red flags, when we see oppression and we need to leave or whatever. That's why these dudes are getting lonelier. So what we deem as progress won't be what they deem as progress. This was on a video talking about Shannon Sharp. This person says, who care? She is a lady of the night. She got paid for that. No innocent people, her, move on. And then I was saying why women avoid red pill men. And Kyle said, you should be thankful that you have 3 holes to back up no brains, a feminazi. Why don't you just admit to being stupid? These men are testerical. They get so mad that we are avoiding these red pills, that we are talking about red flags. They do not like it at all. That's the reason why their comments get stuck over here and held for review. And then these people get blocked. These people don't like being here, so they get blocked. Anyways, I know I hadn't done a salty serenade section in a while because it takes a while for these comments to pile up because I stay blocking men. So if you do start to see a plethora of men in my comment section, you need to alert me. Alert. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.